welcome you to the top 10 wild towns of America. There are wild mountain towns lying quietly on high peaks, looking like science fiction movie sets that the director forgot to clean up. Places where 99% of tourists have never heard the name. Most people only know the classic tourist traps: Aspen, Jackson Hole, places that are expensive as gold, crowded as ants, boring as cold rice. Choosing the wrong destination can make you bankrupt or deeply disappointed. And even worse, coming home still thinking you have discovered the real America. Today we skip the empty names and go straight into the 10 wildest, strangest, and most beautiful mountain towns. Places that will make you check your GPS again. Have you ever been to Wallace, Idaho? Yet here, it claims to be the center of the universe and really has evidence engraved on metal at the intersection of Bank Street, proving this since the year 2004. Or have you ever dreamed of strolling among German-style gabled houses, breathing the smell of fresh-baked pretzels, and hearing traditional folk music echoing from cozy beer halls? Leavenworth in Washington is the answer, where an entire town decided to dress up as a Bavarian village since the 60s, and the result is an architectural masterpiece that even Disney would envy. And these are just 2 of the 10 hidden gems that will be gradually revealed in this video. These are not just destinations, but experiences that will change the way you see the world. Places where every step is a story, every scene is a perfect Instagram photo without needing a filter. Are you ready to explore these 10 hidden gems yet? Or do you still want to get stuck in expensive tourist traps? Choosing wrong can cost thousands of dollars and will lose faith in travel. Please like this video so the algorithm thinks I am noteworthy. Subscribe now because one day you will want to escape boring life, and this channel is your master key. The mysterious truth about Wallace, Idaho, the town that claims to be the center of the universe. Wallace, Idaho, where stone-paved streets whisper stories of brave miners, where every wind carries the scent of forest pines and the breath of history. The tiny town with a population of less than 1,000 people. But memories in every old brick are denser than footprints on the stone street. Downtown, Wallace became a National Historic Site, thanks to preserving intact since the year 1910. This is one of the largest forest fire disasters in American history. When the flames burned down most of the town, the miners used mine tunnels as shelters, then rebuilt Wallace with bricks and stones instead of wood. An expensive lesson from the fire. Prepare to meet ancient bars, old schools, mysterious mine tunnels, and at least one man still stubbornly using a rotary phone. But do not let the appearance of this classic mining town fool you. Wallace has more interesting things than what you see. Wallace also claims this is the center of the universe. No joke. There really is a manhole cover engraved with words proving that. Does this have scientific basis? The answer is no. Just local pride and a few Reddit posts. Here, there is a grocery store, more off-road vehicles than people, and we are very happy with that. Life here is 14% cheaper than the American average. Hotel rooms about $80 to $120 per night. At historic hotels like Jameson, crime is almost non-existent, with a violence rate 70% lower than the average in America. Of course, Wallace is not all roses. The jobs here are very scarce, mainly depending on tourism, remaining mining, and small construction projects. Winter in Wallace is quite harsh, with thick snow from December to March. Thickness can reach up to 20 inches. And about the internet, also do not expect anything. It is slower than watching grass grow on the mountainside. Wallace Town has a wake-up service at 5:30 in the morning every day, with train whistles as regular as a Swiss clock. Whether you want it or not, you still have to enjoy it. Fresh air, friendly community, and peaceful life make this an ideal place to escape the bustling urban pace. Are you ready to explore Wallace, Idaho, the small town daring to claim to be the center of the universe, where they engrave evidence right on the manhole cover in the middle of the street? Sounds funny, but when standing among the surrounding mountain ranges, you will understand why. If you find this story interesting, like a real-life adventure movie, please drop a heart so we know you are fascinated. And especially, please share this video with friends now, because magical places like this need to be known by more people. Ouray, Colorado, the rough diamond hiding itself in the embrace of the San Juan Range. This is considered the Switzerland of America, a town hidden in beautiful canyons. At an elevation of 7,820 feet, this small town, with 1,100 residents, is places where every breath carries the flavor of freedom. If compared to Telluride, also in Colorado, Ouray shines with raw beauty and more affordable prices. While Telluride leans towards luxury and expensiveness, Ouray attracts with natural hot springs and unique ice climbing activities, creating a more authentic experience compared to artificial resorts elsewhere. The special thing is, in winter, hundreds of natural frozen waterfalls turn into beautiful ice climbing walls. Ouray Ice Park is a unique, modern wonder, the first artificial ice climbing park in the world, attracting climbers from all over the world to challenge themselves. With Via Ferrata Perimeter Trail, the protected climbing route with steel cables along cliffs thousands of feet high. The feeling of standing on precarious cliffs, looking down at the deep abyss below, will make your heart pound and blood in your veins boil with excitement. Do not forget to immerse yourself in natural mineral hot water at Ouray Hot Springs, where temperatures from 35 to 40 degrees Celsius will dispel all fatigue after adventures. Explore unique craft beer flavors at Ouray Brewing Company, where each sip is brewed in fresh high mountain air, combined with elk steak grilled on hot coals, a specialty only in this highland region. Must admit that living costs in Ouray are 20% higher than the national average. A sandwich can cost up to $14, or a $5 coffee, but comes with $1 million view towards snow-covered peaks. You will enjoy a breakfast with scenery that many people have to fly halfway around the world to admire. with a population of just over 1,000 people, so the crime rate here is almost zero, making you feel safe walking at any time of day, feeling secure like walking in your backyard. The ideal life here does not come from glamour, but from a sustainable year-round tourism economy. The beauty of ancient Victorian buildings blends with majestic nature, creating a harmonious living environment where humans and nature coexist fully. Stanley, the coldest place in America. The truth about the frozen town that few know. Stanley, Idaho, a precious gem hidden in the heart of the Sawtooth Mountains, with a population of just over 100 people, is a place beautiful to the extraordinary. Pristine beauty and cold climate will awaken all your senses, reminding that you are truly living. Stanley is considered a modern wonder, thanks to the Sawtooth Wilderness Area, preserving over 200,000 acres of pristine forest, home to black bears, gray wolves, and elk. With such a small population, Stanley is a place where locking house doors is just a habit from big cities. Here, the crime rate is almost zero. An interesting fact is, you are more likely to be greeted by a curious moose than encounter trouble from any human. This is a place where neighbors borrow driveways without asking, and children can play outside without anyone worrying about traffic or strangers. Stanley also owns a scary but proud title as the coldest place of the 48 lower states, with the coldest record of -54 degrees Fahrenheit at night. This is the kind of cold that just stepping out for a few minutes, you will understand why locals call it bone-chilling. But this harshness creates the mystical beauty and strange allure of Stanley. Compared to Sun Valley just 60 miles away, Stanley has a more pristine and authentic beauty, where you will not find luxurious resorts or expensive restaurants. Instead, you will admire thousands of crystal-clear lakes and towering peaks, where humans are just tiny guests in the grand picture of life. The special point attracting most tourists is Redfish Lake, a crystal-clear lake at the foot of Sawtooth Mountains, where you can kayak amid scenery like in a painting. For explorers, Stanley is paradise, with hundreds of miles of hiking trails, from easy to hard, especially Alice Lake Trail and Sawtooth Lake Trail, where they test your endurance and courage. Life in Stanley has its own pace, where stores close early not because of regulations, but because of harsh night weather. When temperatures can drop to levels that freeze breath as soon as it leaves the mouth and eyebrows become tiny ice crystals, places where people believe 8 p.m. is time to sit by the fireplace with hot tea instead of venturing out in skin-cutting cold? Your dream paradise here is sitting by the fireplace at 8 p.m., where phone signals are not cut off by temperature and you may have to endure slightly numb limbs. Should bring quality camping gear and reserve food. Absolutely do not leave trash or disturb wildlife, because this is their sacred habitat. Telluride, Colorado, the Pearl Gem, hidden among the majestic San Juan Range. Nestled in a canyon like a treasure box crafted by nature, Telluride is places where stories of gold, silver mining once turned into immortal legends. After gold mines depleted in the years 1930, Telluride became a ghost town with only a few hundred remaining residents, abandoned wooden houses, and shattered prosperity dreams. But by the years 1940, a group of visionaries decided to turn ruin into miracle. They built the first gondola system and gradually revived Telluride into one of the world-class ski destinations. The special point making Telluride famous is the Via Ferrata system, iron climbing routes for brave souls wanting to conquer sheer cliffs hundreds of feet high. This is the ultimate challenge for those wanting to feel soaring at 12,000 feet elevation, where mountain winds blow through skin and heartbeat echoes in the chest. Although carrying natural beauty, but paired with price, shock-making wallets tremble. With average house prices $1,700,000, rent $2,500 per month for space that may come with a roommate. Living costs 57% higher than the national average. The job market here focuses on high-end services, including hotels, tourism, and luxury real estate, where even snowfall seems to have its own luxury label. You will take the gondola very normally to grocery shop, while from afar echoes the sound of waterfalls. Here, you will easily encounter ski dogs more skilled than you. Fresh air, scented with pines and snow, blended with the characteristic wealth of this place. Life in Taos, New Mexico. The secret behind the beauty making me crazy at this place. Taos, New Mexico, lying in the heart of Sangre de Cristo Mountains at 13,000 feet elevation. Here is the convergence of artists, monks, hippies, ranchers, retirees and remote workers, all living in harmony, or at least peaceful disagreement, creating a uniquely diverse community. Driving in Taos is absolutely chaotic experience, where lanes are just suggestions. Speed limits depend on the driver mood. Finding parking in town center is a big challenge, and you will need a lot of patience and a bit of luck to find an empty spot. Taos, weather characteristic of high desert plateau, with warm summers from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, cold winters with thick snow from November to March. Taos Ski Valley, with the most challenging ski runs in North America, combined with advanced snowmaking technology, creating a world-class winter sports wonder. When coming to Taos, you should prepare sturdy hiking shoes because of hilly terrain. Bring warm clothes, even in summer due to big day-night temperature differences, and especially patience with local traffic. Which experience do you want to try most in Taos, New Mexico? A. Skiing at Taos Ski Valley. B. Exploring the vibrant art scene. C. Hiking on rugged mountain trails. D. Driving in local chaotic traffic. In that comment below, what is your adventure style in Taos? A, B, C, or D? Answer now to let us know your preference. Leavenworth. In Washington state, a miniature German town lost among the Cascade Mountains. In the years 1960, when the railroad rerouted and the timber industry collapsed, Leavenworth almost became a ghost town. At that time, the local community met and decided on a bold plan: transform the entire town into a Bavarian village. They borrowed money, hired architects, and within 10 years renovated every building from grocery stores to banks, all in German style. Compared to Solvang in California, with only a few Danish-style streets, Leavenworth truly turned the entire center into a miniature Bavaria with over 100 renovated buildings. Leavenworth is busiest in October and December, so must book hotel rooms at least 2 months in advance if you do not want to sleep in the car. Winter here has thick snow, sometimes up to 3 feet, so need to bring anti-slip boots and coats because temperatures can drop to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. Leavenworth has only 20,000 residents, but in tourist season, it can be 10 times more crowded. You can hardly shop normally because you have to jostle with crowds of tourists, many wearing Bavarian costumes to take photos. The biggest problem here is parking. Parking lots in town have only about 200 spots, but on weekends can have up to 2,000 cars. I once had to park nearly a mile from the center and walk in, taking more time than driving from home here. The interesting thing is, hotels here really invest in sound. Many places hire local musicians to play violin or accordion on the streets in the evening, creating a quite special atmosphere. About cuisine, grilled bratwurst with sauerkraut costs $18, fresh pretzel $12, German craft beer from $8 to $12 a glass. Restaurants like Gustav and München Haus serve authentic German dishes, including schnitzel and sauerbraten, but prices are quite high due to ingredient transport costs. Hotels like Bavarian Lodge have chalet-style rooms with oak wood, real fireplaces, and balconies overlooking mountains. Prices from $200 to $300 a night. If planning to live long-term here, then need solid finances, because house prices can be double compared to other cities in Washington. However, in return, there is fresh air, low crime rate, and friendly community, suitable for retirees or remote workers. The secret of Bisby, the town turning past ghosts into million-dollar tourism goldmine. Bisby, Arizona, nestled in the heart of Mule Mountains, hidden among steep hills like a precious gem, containing countless secrets waiting for you to discover. Unlike Jerome, also a ghost town in Arizona, but desolate and almost abandoned, this tiny town, with only 5,000 residents but full of life like a big city, here once considered the most prosperous copper mining center in the world. Bisby has living costs 17% lower than the national average, with average house prices about $240,000 and rent from $800 to $1,200 per month. The interesting thing in Bisby is the town has over 1,000 public stairways, winding everywhere, turning morning jogs into challenging workouts. When coming to Bisby, bring anti-slip boots to conquer thousands of stone steps. And do not forget to enjoy Sonoran hot dog, Arizona characteristic food sold everywhere. And parking becomes its own adventure when you have to circle around finding empty spots. Bisby climate has big differences between day and night, with summers hot up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, but cool nights. When night falls, venture into Ghost Tour at Copper Queen Hotel to listen to creepy ghost stories whispering from the past. But the real adventure only begins when you go deep underground. To fully explore the mystery of the mines, always follow guides, and do not forget to wear warm clothes to fight the deep underground cold. Are you ready to explore Bisby, Arizona, the gem hidden among Mule Mountains? Comment number 1. If you want to experience this magical art town. Secret hidden at over 8,000 feet elevation, Cloudcroft makes the whole world marvel. There is a place on this earth where clouds do not float above your head, but they embrace your feet like soft mists. Cloudcroft, New Mexico, a gem hidden among the Sacramento Mountains at an elevation of 8,676 feet, places where nature has painted a magnificent picture with emerald green of pine forests and silver gray of clouds. With relatively low living costs compared to other mountain resorts, Average house prices only $275,000. Cloudcroft is becoming the top choice for those wanting to own a piece of paradise. The history of Cloudcroft began with a bold dream in the late 19th century, when pioneers built the Alamogordo and Sacramento Mountain Railway. They turned this place into the first summer resort of the Chihuahuan Desert region, places where railroad builders fought rugged terrain, unexpected snowstorms, and seemingly insurmountable challenges. For adventurous hearts, Cloudcroft is the sweetest challenge. When winter comes, snow covers the pine hills white. You can experience skiing on pristine slopes, only you and the howling wind. Before coming to Cloudcroft, you need to know one thing. This is not a place with high-speed internet or convenience stores open all day night. Stores here close early in winter. Mobile service often loses signal, and do not expect to find any McDonald's or Starbucks. Every trail here is designed to preserve the natural ecosystem. Every wooden cabin is built to blend with the surrounding landscape. Try walking on trails over 2 miles above sea level, where every step is a self-conquest. In summer, mountain biking trails will challenge all your limits with sharp turns and steep slopes. This is the time you can escape the scorching desert heat and enjoy cool air, like in the Alps mountains. However, prepare for sudden afternoon rains. When clouds accumulate energy from the desert below, the air here is fresh, to the point you can feel your lungs cleansed, cell by cell, your soul purified thought by thought. What is the most appealing adventure you want to try in Cloudcroft, New Mexico? A. Walking on trails at over 8,000 feet elevation. B. Mountain biking on steep slopes. C. Skiing on pristine slopes in winter. D. Relaxing among mist-covered pine forests. Please comment below. What is your dream adventure in Cloudcroft? You choose A, B, C, or D. Please comment now to let us know. Homer, Alaska. Places where the ocean kisses the lips of the land in an endless kiss. When you stand on Homer Spit, the narrow land strip over 4.5 miles long, jutting into Kachemak Bay like a giant arm of nature. Do you want to experience one of the most unique sensations on the planet? Only here, you can drive a car straight out to the deep sea. To conquer the characteristic gravel terrain of this land strip, rent a pickup truck instead of a sedan. That is a smart choice to make your journey easier and safer. However, do not forget to always check tide schedules before starting the adventure, because safety is paramount. After finding the ideal position, you can park and start fishing right from the shore. here dubbed the halibut capital of the world, attracting professional anglers from everywhere to challenge skills and conquer giant fish. Spit is also the only harbor in Alaska where you can see charter fishing boats, tourist sailboats, and seaplanes in the same space. Just with a seaplane flight lasting over 30 minutes, you will set foot in a wild world. Homer offers a rare opportunity to observe giant brown bears at Katmai National Park. This is an experience challenging courage, when you will face directly giant brown bears weighing up to 800 pounds in their natural habitat. You can witness bears catching salmon from close range, a one-of-a-kind experience only Katmai National Park provides. However, you need to note that living costs here are about 30% higher than the United States average. Average monthly rent usually ranges from $1,200 to $1,500, varying by season. The reason is, most goods must be transported by boat or plane, causing essential item prices to rise significantly. The job market in Homer mainly relies on fisheries and tourism. This is an ideal destination for those working in fishing, hotels, and tourism services. A big plus of Homer is the very low crime rate, bringing a sense of safety and peace. However, according to a joke of locals here, the only crime you may encounter is fashion violations, when everyone has to wear many layers in cold winter. Red Lodge, Montana, small town lying between Beartooth Mountains, at 1,700 meters elevation, is places where nature still keeps its original, pristine appearance. This once was the largest coal mining center of Montana in the late 19th century. Red Lodge prospered thanks to high-quality coal mines supplying fuel for the whole region. Thousands of miners from everywhere flocked, turning the small town into one of the richest places in Western America, with theaters, luxury hotels, and bustling commercial streets. When coal mines depleted in early 20th century, instead of letting the town die gradually, the community revived by exploiting natural beauty to attract tourists. Unlike Aspen, where a coffee can cost $10, or Jackson Hole with $1,000 a night hotels, Red Lodge still keeps affordable prices and friendly small town atmosphere. Here, you can find good hotel rooms for $100 a night, delicious meals for $20, and no need to queue like famous resorts. Beartooth Highway connecting Red Lodge to Yellowstone is considered one of the most beautiful roads in America, highest at over 10,000 feet elevation. Red Lodge Mountain Resort has 70 ski runs suitable from beginners to pros, surrounded by pine forests and crystal clear lakes. Prepare mentally and rent a four-wheel drive vehicle right away to conquer Beartooth Highway, the legendary road full of breathtaking turns and sheer steep slopes, where thick snow or sudden rains can challenge even the bravest drivers. Those who like challenges can explore Absaroka, Beartooth Wilderness with long trails, where you may encounter black bears and other wildlife. Here, there is even a collection of old Western guns and stories about first miners, helping understand more about the town's tough but heroic past. Red Lodge is a worthwhile place to live, with year-round, fresh air, friendly 2,000-person community, always ready to help, and living costs only half compared to Denver. Coming to Red Lodge, you will find rare peace, where fresh air and friendly community make the soul healed, ready for any new journey. After the journey exploring hidden gems of America, surely you are feeling excited, wanting to prepare luggage to set off right this minute. If your favorite town has been mentioned in the video, be proud because you are living in a fairy tale-like story. If not, do not hesitate to share in comments. We really want to hear about special places you know. You think it is over? Not yet. I am about to reveal 26 hidden secrets that 99% of Los Angeles people still do not know. I will lead you to desolate beaches like horror movies, ancient caves sparkling with gems, secret film sets making million-dollar blockbusters, tycoon mansions hidden behind dense trees. Do you dare to go not those haunted lakes with creepy stories, building revived after 100 years burned, or super large seaport hiding secrets? No one dares to say, road making anyone passing shiver, and dangerous challenges, making the heart of you beat like a drum. Each place has strange stories, mysteries no one dares to tell. Do you have the guts to follow me? 5 seconds more. The video will appear at screen end. Quick click before missing chance. Go with me to explore places that even Los Angeles natives have never seen.